So this is where we ended in our previous class. Okay, so again resuming back to the same. So in previous class we were here. Yeah. Okay. So we did this, and also we completed just a basic structure of that TV. Okay, I'll just get back to image what we are working. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the image what we were working, and you see the TV. Now, bottom of the TV, if you observe, see you have a curve. So you have to make that curve as we have seen. Now just here there is one more line which is also curved. So we'll go with the vertex, select the vertices, select the vertices on the edges, and I'm just slightly pulling it up so that I get that curve. Yeah, it's good. Press 3 and just see. Here I'm having a small problem. Why I'm getting that problem is now I selected that face. Now if I press 1, that face is not visible. That means that face is inside. So you should not have this type of faces. Okay. Next. So now if we press 3, now yeah, this looks good. Okay. So now as we have seen the bottom part, it's curved, and you see here the screen itself, you want to make the screen, the depth and all also you can make, or else you can go with texture. So I'm just thinking which style shall I use for this, for the okay, I will do one thing. I'll only do this internal screen. Okay, we'll go with that. So to do that, so now if you see here, we can find the shadow below this, and here also the shadow below this. It means that it's layered one on the other. So let's go in that way. So, here this one, as we have seen, the edge has some white shape. That means that go to the edge, any edge, edge ring and split, and same thing here. Now let's insert edge loop tool. I'm going to that. I'm just inserting an edge loop. I'm giving the border for that white line, what we saw here. Okay, and I'm going to the side view, press 4 and insert edge loop. Also I'm trying to give a square shape, and at the bottom, over the bottom also I'm trying to give the shape of that square. Set edge loop. I believe this is the shape. Here we have a little broad shape, so Control Z and broad, quite broad, yeah. And next it comes the brown, then the black. Okay, shape done. Press 5. Okay. So whenever if you find a problem, just now I was facing like that selected and it's not going out even after clicking outside of the box. So simply go there and select the all edges and just click outside and come out. So likewise you can rectify that problem. Now as we see here, I'm trying to define the proper shape of this film. Yeah. So slide plus 4 and see. Okay. So let's go to the vertices. Quite little up. Yeah. Press 5. Now I believe I got that shape. And select this. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, this one is bottom, this one is next, this one is next. So it has 3 layers. So what I'm going to do is I'll just select the face, 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 face. Just go once, keep faces together whether it is on or off. And this, that's all. So I'll extrude those all. Just go to the options of that extrude and just reset and extrude, and I'll be extruding F and I'll extrude just a bit, not more. Okay. Next, the another extrude is a bit more, as this one also has some. Okay. Yeah. So that's good. Good to go. I got those extrudes, as this is the first extrude, that is the second extrude. So I got some depth, and as usual we can see here there is this line, so I want the inner box. Okay, so there are 2 ways, but I'll be following again insert edge loop way only, because it gives me exact boxes. Okay, the topology of this how do you say, this object should be in the right amount. Okay, if I, for example, if I select this 4 faces and extrude, and I'll just scale it. So the corner of my edge, you see, so this one, okay, now for now it has 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices, so it's a quad, but in future I should again tweak it like connecting another edge here, another edge here. So it's better to take a right decision from now itself. Okay, so the right decision is that I'll go with the what do we say, insert edge loop tool. I'll go with the side view plus 4, can figure it out better. So here the first thing what we observe is here it has a broad black egg. Okay, border is little broad, so trying to figure out. I hope this is enough. And top one is slight broader than this, and the bottom one is also more broader than the top. So this, yeah, okay, press 5. So now I got a definite faces where I can extrude. Now extrude. So here I am going to extrude inward, where I can give depth to my screen. So I hope this depth is much more, so I want to decrease it. So let's just simply decrease somewhat like this. Thank you. Now, so there we go. Select all. See, once if you're working with duplicate special, okay, so you have an instance, so it will be better the way all the time whenever you extrude, after finishing off and giving out the final output, select all these faces which are at the center and deselect the last. So the remaining what is left is the center. What are the faces are in the center are left. So simply selected and simply press delete. So now you can see, press 3. Yeah, my TV screen is smooth and fine. Okay. Yeah, we'll be working it on later, refining all the objects in a proper way. But now it's good to go. Okay. Yeah, it's good to go. So this is enough. And now there is a small thing we have to observe. Here we can find the shadow of that. See, shadows. What I'm trying to say is, if we observe the shadow, okay, now we know the shadow formula, okay, to the object. If the shadow is very near, it means that the object is very near to that ground. If the shadow is very far, then the object is also very far. So this technique. So in that sense, if we see the TV and the shadow, so this shadow and the TV, it means that it's giving that the gap between the wall and the TV back is, it has some gap, good gap, okay, good amount of gap. So, and based on that, we cannot place this TV exactly aligned with the wall. It means that it has some gap in between of both. So we have to fill that gap. So the for that, now we do not have any back image of this LED TV. So we'll be working with our live TV if we have, and there is no back image, means we can construct anything which is very convenient for us. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll simply just give some slight curls at the back and I'll just finish the work. Okay, I'm just pulling the object little front. I'll go in the top. It will be very much proper way to work. So this is the distance what I have given. Yeah, and there we go. So select this, and I'm going to isolate it. And now I'll be working on the back. Press 5. So on the back, if we observe any TV or anything, so we'll be having some bulgy type of thing. So to create that bulgy appearance, simply select the faces. And pull them. I hope you got that bulgy effect, right? Okay. So next, just 3. Okay. So if you want, we can construct some, one more extrude here or some other extrude here based on the model of the TV, what you want to construct on your interest. I'll select this, and I will make another extrude. Just going to the option box, whether say divisions, always we have to check those divisions, because these divisions create little problem in future. So I'm making a little bulge over there, because here all USB connections I found in one TV, that here all you'll be having some USB connections and some um, connecting uh, ports and everything, and wire from TV will be here. And also you can construct a switch. So for example, here some buttons or anything, or else if it is a touch screen you want to, so there are no buttons, cannot find any button. Hopefully only 1 or 2 button will be finding on the touch screen. Okay. Okay. I'm just leaving it here, very simple and basic. Now again, I have done an extrude, so if I see, I can find the faces again inside. Here we go. See, these are the faces. So we have to delete. So simply go to the face, select all, and control and deselect the other faces, and you can find the faces which are inside of this. See. Okay. So I'm going to delete those faces. Press 3. You can observe. You can also select in this way. Now delete. Now you got the shape, right? So here our TV, and I'm coming out of the isolation mode. So there it ends. Always save your file for every 15 to 20 minutes or 30 minutes, or else your work will be lost. And you can do incremental saves also. Here I am again seen as MA, and just trying to save with other name. If at all our files get corrupt, so we are having some backup. At least some of the work has been saved, right? So this is the way we have to work. And I'm going to the top view and I'm pressing 1, and I'll just see whether my TV is properly placed on that wall, or else, yeah, see. So what I'll do, simply press D and V and snapped here and this snap to this. So now it's exactly on the wall. Press 1. Yeah. So you have some gap between the wall and the TV, and it's little bulgy. And if you want little more refining, you can also add one more edge here, and also you can create little bulge. There you go. You got the TV. Okay. Now after finishing of the TV, now I'll go with this, some scrolls. So here one pipe we need, the other pipe we need, and this is also, you can say, one wire-like structure, a thread, and this one has some width. It's like a paper or very thin structure. So simple. Take a box, take a pipe, okay, or a cylinder. You can construct in that way, or else we already have some good material here, so we'll be using the same material as I have constructed from the box. So I'm using the same thing. Control D, go up there, it's little bigger than this, so yeah, go to the vertex, increase size of that. I believe this is the size. So edge, select this edge, edge loop and delete. I got this now. And just snap to this, go there. So it's like on to some little distance down than the TV. Yeah, even there. And I'm trying to calculate the width of this one and the width of this one. This is little fatter than that. So go to the scale tool, perspective, and left, and we'll increase the size of this. Yeah, and side view, and it went total to vertices. As I was just selecting this one and was entering into the vertex, I don't know why the other things were selected. Okay, that's some bug. Now I believe I can decrease the size of this, keeping the distance from the TV. Yes. And move it. Yeah, I hope this is okay. So the same thing, it comes down. Control D. Here I'm teaching you the techniques and everything. Okay, but one thing I have to remember, there is one more point in the making a production pipeline. Okay, the point is that you should always name the objects so that it will be very easy for you. Okay, so you should always name the objects, which I'm not following here. Okay, we will be doing in very next class, exterior class. What I'm explaining now about the exterior. So this, it's above this and it's above this. So it means that this is good to go. So press 5 and I got this. We want some box in between them. You can simply make it into a single object, or else you can make it into number of parts. That's up to you. So no issues in any ways. If you want to make it single, just select this both and modify center pivot first of all. And the second thing is freeze transform. Select all, and once just do freeze transformation so that those objects stays in the places where we have arranged them to stay. And yeah, we have just 8 minutes left, so I'll be finishing off. I'll go with the box. Take a box, simply grab the box to here and go to the vertex, select all vertices, go to the scale tool, see snap scale, switch off the snap scale and place it. Just move tool, move forward, and I'm giving the width of the box should be this. Okay, minimum. Yeah, go to the side view, press 4, take the box, arrange it, go to the vertices and snap it to there, go to the vertices and snap it to, sorry, give the direction in which direction you want to snap and snap it to there. Now take the vertices, move it, take the vertices, move it. Now here I want to make this exactly to this center of this. Okay, so how you can make that? Simple, just go to edge, select edge, edge ring and split. Okay, and this is the final width, or else we'll just check. Okay, we have some small gap, that's all. So this is what the final width I'm thinking. Okay, select this and modify center pivot and just snap that to this center. So it's on center. Now from the top view, snap that to the center of this. There you go. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Now here we have this wire-like structure. We have only 5 minutes left. So we have this wire-like structure. So the same wire-like structure will be constructing. If you want to use, we can use that. What do you say? Curve. Just put one curve like that and just make one extrude, or else you want another object which has not here. You can make from that. No issue. So you can follow any of the technique. Now here the problem what I face, you can see. So top view, press 4 and I'm just D, V and V. That's it. Fine. Because previously it was inside completely of this wall. Now it has some gap and just placed on the wall. Okay. Now we need to make that wire. So wire means here some nail also. Simply I'll take one of this, Control D, just snap it, press F. Okay. So Control D, I'm just keeping one more point there, and I'm trying to make a nail here. Nail. Okay. Just select the face. You just make the tip of the, base of the nail. Okay. So extrude face and scale tool. This is what I am extruding. Next, extrude face. So my base has, I found my base. Select the edge loop and delete. Go to the vertices, select the vertices, bring the vertices up like that, and go to the scale tool, scale them down more. Yeah. So I made a nail. Again, modify center pivot. Yeah, 2 minutes left. I'm trying to press 4 V center of this. What is the height? A quite little height. Other than that, that's all. So side view, small height than that. This is the height. Okay. Rotate. Discrete rotate is on. So 90 degrees rotated. You can see here in your attributes editor. Top view. Now how to place the nail? So to place the nail, we should leave some gap over here also. Okay, so I'm just taking that D and I'm just placing that D till this gap so that this complete nail is not inside of that wall. Just you see. So this is what the gap I have. Okay, a small gap I have given. And just see the thickness of this. The thickness of this is very small, and we got only 1 minute left. I'm trying to find out. Okay, go to the edge, select edge, sorry, edge loop, and delete vertices. So modify center pivot. Okay guys, so time's up, and I'll start this here. So we'll be joining in the next class. I hope here we end our session. Okay.